and you're watching Soleful Discussions.
Alright, so hello, welcome back out here. So if you can just kind of give us a rundown so far the day, kind of what we've done so far up until this point, and kind of what we're doing now.
Okay, we went and did a little bit of like self-care on the feet, got a nice manicure, massage, and then later went to Trader Joe's, picked out some of our favorite snacks, things that we like to bring along for picnics, and then now we're here doing a picnic while having lunch.
Absolutely. So, first of all, if you can kind of talk a little bit about the pedicure. All right, I think we both saw some things there that we don't normally see during pedicures. Can you give the people who are watching just a little kind of a quick little brief summary of like kind of what happened there that was different from your normal pedicures?
For the coloring, they use magnets to help place because I guess the color I got is like a red cat eye. So the nail polish is filled with magnets in it, and they use a magnet to help shape the way that they want the cat eye to look. So that was a new experience for me. To make the feet softer, they dipped my feet in wax like 3 times up and down, which felt really nice. It was really because it was warm wax, so it felt really comfortable. And then I sat with it for about 15 minutes, and then they took it off, and my feet were just so soft.
Nice.
They also used, which was different because I'm so used to ladies using like the little scrubs on the bottom of the feet.
Yeah.
This one, she actually used like a tool, like almost like it was like a sander tool, but it was super ticklish.
Yes,
ticklish.
We caught some clips of it, a little brief moment of that, and it was very ticklish. But what would you rate it overall? Like pedicures you've gotten, what would be 1 out of 10?
Oh, that was definitely like a 10.
Nice.
Yeah, great massage. The wax experience was really cool. And then just the chair alone and how they propped you up and made sure that you're super comfortable. Yeah.
And the girl who helped us, her name was D.
She was super kind.
Amazing. Like she kind of explained to us like what was going on, what she was doing, allowed for us to take some shots of like her work and everything. So definitely would recommend if anybody wants to go there. We'll drop the link in the video about that. But if you want to go there, definitely would recommend.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, so let's kind of get into some questions. We're going to kind of talk a little bit about approaching, what that's like. Want to get your opinion on like what's best for like when men want to approach women. I think sometimes men can be a little bit skittish, to say the least. In your own experiences, do you approach? Do you shoot your shot? I would say.
Most of the time I don't.
Okay.
But
has there been a rare occasion when you have?
There has. Okay. And I usually will start off by complimenting the guy.
Okay.
I'll notice something about their appearance, maybe their style of fashion, and that will probably be my first go-to is just noticing something about their appearance or their fashion and making a comment on that. I feel like a lot of men don't get a lot of comments, girls get showered with it a lot, but for men, I don't feel like they get it enough.
I think you said that in your last interview too,
yeah.
Right? You don't think that they get it enough. What's the feeling like for you? Like basically, like when you like have a situation like that where you want to approach, like, is there any nervousness, or what do you think?
There can be, yeah. There's a little bit of nervousness. Also, just kind of like, I don't know, sometimes it's all about energy too.
Yeah.
And like kind of feeling like what they're about, how they take the compliment. I think this can also swing the other way too for men. When they want to give a compliment to a woman, it's how are they going to perceive it? How are they going to take it? So that's really something that's kind of like circling around in the head.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So. But actually, that's what brings us to today's sponsor, actually, the Wing Girl Method. Mari is a fellow YouTuber and the founder of the Wing Girl Method, who has helped hundreds of thousands of men become the man that women want. Mari created the F formula to help men who are tired of failing at flirting, so they don't feel stuck. She offers this to help men so that way they can try to feel more confident in how they go about their dating lives. And if you're wondering why trust Marnie's F formula, well, she's helped over 100,000 men have already experienced her life-changing results. Some of them have real testimonies and reviews that they've even offered on her YouTube channel. So if you have a chance to go check her out, please do. Again, she is the Wing Girl Method. And because the Wing Girl Method is sponsoring today's video, they're offering all viewers an unbeatable deal. Just click the first link in the description now and grab your exclusive preview of the F formula completely free. Plus, if you decided to pick up the full program, we'll get an extra 20% off. If you're tired of failing at flirting and being stuck on the sidelines, stop wasting time. Take control of your dating life. Click the link below and get access right away.
Sweet. So yeah, and like kind of like what we're talking about right here, right? Flirting. What do you think is the best way, like a guy can go about like telling a girl without coming across like being creepy or weird or anything like that? Like, what's worked for you? And I mean, we know that's not going to be the same for everybody, right? But like, what is something that you think is like an easy way for like a guy to kind of go about that?
I think being his authentic self.
Okay.
I think the flirting will kind of come natural. Like I said in the beginning, it's all about energy. And just being your authentic self. Like if you're someone who's kind of goofy,
yeah,
bring that humor to that. If you're more serious, I would say kind of just starting off with like a compliment. And then the exchange will happen there, like the energy flow, I think.
Okay, nice. In terms of like when it comes to dating, what do you think is the best first date that a guy can like kind of plan out? Like, I think there's been all kinds of different comments about like how to go about a first date. Some people don't want to go do coffee. Some people don't want to do something that's like, I guess, too like serious, like going out to eat. So like, what do you think is something easy that a guy can set up to do with a girl that he just met and wants to take out?
I think the picnic idea is actually a really good, a good thing, because it shows that you're taking time in, selecting certain kind of foods that you would enjoy eating with this individual. It shows that you kind of put a little bit of intention in planning, and then it's a good way for you to connect with this person while you have good food, just a little bit of mingling, time to talk. It's not like you're not at something where it's too loud, but you're also not in a setting where you don't feel like you can talk. Like some guys think, oh, let me take her to a movie on like the first date. But if you think about it, you're not really getting much time to get to know that person or talk with them.
Absolutely.
So I think picnics is actually a really good start.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. In terms of experiences that you've had, can you share a story where a guy definitely like gave you a great compliment and like did all the things that checked your boxes in terms of like how he approached you?
I think I have.
Okay.
The politeness, the approaching. Let's see. When they kind of comment, not necessarily about like the appearance.
Okay.
Sometimes it has to do with like something I did, or a movement, or a certain movement, or like a characteristic. Sometimes like they'll pick up on like a certain characteristic, and be like, that's really cute the way you did that.
The way you did that.
Yeah.
Movement or whatever like
Yeah.
that. Okay. What do you think for you was like the worst like approach, like or I guess opportunity that guy took to kind of approach you? Like, what do you think was the worst?
can I explain like my worst dating
yeah.
experience?
For
Okay.
Sure, for sure.
So this guy took me to a movie, and that was our like first date, and so when he first started out, he paid in all coins, which is fine. I was like, whatever, all coins. Maybe he's just got a lot of coins laying around, wants to get rid of them.
Got some extra coins, maybe we should have went to an arcade, maybe.
Yeah, no, but he paid in all coins, and I was like, all right, whatever. But first of all, he was really late showing up to the movie. So this was when Shutter Island came out with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we only saw in that one you have to start that from the beginning. If you don't, you're not gonna understand
what are
it.
we doing?
Yeah. So we only got the last hour of the movie, I think. And then after we left, he asked me if I wanted to go get something to eat. And I was like, sure, yeah, let's go get some food. Next thing I know, he's going around from person to person asking for money. Basically he was asking, hey, can I get $5 to, take this beautiful woman to get something to eat? And just started kind of asking around. I immediately just wanted to I was so embarrassed.
Yeah,
I just walked away.
That's a rough one right there. That is, I don't even know what to say. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think you don't have the money. Don't ask to go out. Just stay. Maybe focus on getting the bread first.
Yeah. So yeah, he was panhandling while we were on the date.
Or do something that doesn't require money, man. There's things I think you can do.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow. I mean,
that was probably my worst dating experience. I felt very embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. In terms of when it comes to the dating world, a lot of people are meeting now online, right? I think a lot of people are it's not as traditional as it used to be. Where,
right.
Guys would
I feel like it's harder.
It's harder. So why do you think that is? Why do you?
Because
think that
it's first of all, even when I've done some of the dating sites and trying to find what to talk about right off the bat can be a little complicated. And sometimes and I've actually seen it on the other side too. Guys really want to try to make a conversation that is interesting, or it's going to spark some interest. And it's harder because you're going back and forth, but the other person also has to give that energy too.
Very, very much so.
And just depend. It can get boring. It can get boring when you get these couple sentence.
Yeah, one sentence answers
And if you think about it, there's multiple people that you're connecting with. Yeah. So it's hard when you have a multitude of different people, and you're trying to build a connection with.
Yep.
Whereas it might be easier if the intention is set for just one individual. I'm just more organic, I guess.
It's hard though. I'll say this. I think I've me and my girlfriend, we watched Love Is Blind. All right, and then we also watched Love Island. That was one. Now there's a portion in there where Cordell is dating this girl named Serena, and she's not really giving him any clear how would I say it? She's not letting him know. She's not reinforcing the fact that she actually likes him. He likes her, and so he's constantly where's this going? And she's constantly I don't know. This guy is making fun of him or whatever like that. But she likes him, but she just never says it. And so there's a portion where he goes in and he goes to another portion of the island and meets a girl, and the girl's giving him attention. And so he immediately kind of every guy, I think, despite what they'll say, every guy wants to feel wanted.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so he ends up kind of wanting to see how that goes. Does this mesh the right way? He really likes the other girl, but she's not showing him anything. And I think sometimes that plays out in real life. Sometimes the game becomes too much. The guy doesn't want to call because he doesn't want to seem like I don't want to seem eager, and I don't want to seem like this. And then the girl's feeling the same way. She doesn't want to sit up there and message him. And look, I feel screw it, put it out there.
Yep.
You'll find out real quick, because if the person shares an attraction with you or they like you, you'll get that energy back. That's what you're kind of talking about.
Yeah.
That energy. You want to see that energy come into play. So to me, I've never, and I think it kind of hurt me early in life with dating, but I think that's how I ended up finding my girl now, because I stayed the course. Like I was like, I'm just gonna be who I am.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like if people don't like me or that's not for them, cool.
Yeah.
Just keep going, man.
Keep going.
Absolutely. Cool. So we talked a little bit about the self-care. We talked about this. So let's kind of talk about this little picnic thing here real quick before we kind of take a look at your pedicure and everything. But like, what was the thought process behind this? Like, you kind of told me a little bit. If you could tell the people, like, how do you go about like deciding like what you're gonna bring out for a picnic and everything?
Well, because these are all things that you can eat with your hands.
Yes.
So that's the best part about a picnic, is you don't have to get like, it's all hand food stuff. So I can just pick this up super easy. The cheese, crackers, those are like super simple, great snacks. Kind of, a little filling. Fruits. I love bringing fruit into it. Also brings color.
Yes.
If you want to make it look a little nice.
There you go.
Muffins are super easy too. Love muffins. Potato salad is a classic. Just classic. What else did we bring? Candies, if you want to do candies. And then I love pickles, so I incorporated pickles.
Absolutely. It's really dope. Love like kind of what you came up with here. I'm pretty sure this is going to be very delicious. I mean, I'm pretty sure after we're done shooting you, maybe you stay here for a little bit and enjoy your picnic. Or maybe enjoy it while we're shooting too.
Yeah.
But cool. All right, so we got a pedicure. You already kind of gave a little bit of it out. We got a cat's eye, and it was red. And you were kind of fighting between, you was like, I want a black mat to kind of match your nails.
My nails, yeah.
And then you were like, or red. And I had to go back. I watched the video and I heard you say red afterwards. I didn't hear you say it in the moment. But then I was like, oh, that makes sense. And so you picked the cat's eye red. What was behind the decision? Like, why did you like, for sure I got to get this?
Well, when I saw how I think I decided on the cat's eye when I got there, because I saw how shimmery it looked.
Yes.
And the back and forth was pretty.
Yeah.
And I'm more of the type of girl that likes going for a little bit of a unique twist on things.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to go with the norm all the time,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it was different for me. And then when she pulled out all that magnetic stuff, I was like, that is awesome.
It was pretty dope. I was like, you asked like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what is that like? What does that do? And she was like, she didn't answer at first. I think because like she speaks a different language.
Yeah.
But she then finally heard what you said, and then she was like, "Oh, it's a magnet." And I was like, "Magnets? What is going on here?" But yeah, very dope process. Really neat. Do you want to go ahead and show everybody? Let's show everybody what this looks like. Let's kind of look at the shoes here real quick, because man, you got on the. Hold on, let me just tilt down real quick.
Little kitten heels.
You got on the little kitten heels, and they're like the denim. We got the denim in there with like, that beige look. We're looking really nice. They're really nice. All right.
And the red kind of goes with the whole picnic vibe too.
Come a little closer if you can for me, just so we can kind of see. Yeah, right there. All right, cool. Yeah, it kind of goes with it. Yeah. It almost gives me like what is that, 1950s vibe?
Yeah.
Like know, the pinup girl kind of look or whatever like that. Red was like a huge color back then. Almost was like stand out when you would wear something like this.
Yeah.
That's really dope. All right,
and then
cool. We'll have you sit back down, and we're gonna have you take the kitten heels as good as they look. We're gonna have you take them off for now, so we can see completely.
I'm kind of excited to take my shoes off. I love being on the grass.
There it is.
There's my shoes.
It's like you've been wearing them since we left, so it's time to give it a rest now, huh?
Question, do you think toes and feet could change throughout people's lives?
Ooh, yes. I think it's a known fact that, like, especially when women get pregnant, like sometimes your feet like will spread a little bit and they get a little bigger.
Oh.
Yeah. So okay. I do think that's a known fact from that aspect. I feel like I wore a size 13 for quite some time, and then all of a sudden my foot went to like a 14.
Well, because I was curious if like the shape or the toes, if they ever change. Like I had one woman who told me that she you know how like sometimes when the feet go cross.
Yeah.
She said that didn't happen until later on in her life.
Oh, the toes when they like cross like
yeah.
That. And sometimes that comes from like you wear shoes a lot, like where you like your foot are so confined to shoes, so like your feet get used to like being in that type of a position, which is why I think it's great for you, where you're like, I'm going barefoot. If I get a chance, I'm gonna put my feet on the open. That's always great. Yeah. Cool. So if you can, I'm gonna have you just like scoot back a little bit on the blanket, and then let's go feet straight out. If you can, like straight. Yep. Just like that. Yep. Yep. Cool. All right. So how are we feeling? Like this is the second time we're meeting. We went and got this super fancy pedicure, which was really nice. What was your thoughts about this experience versus the first? I mean, first experience was just kind of like we're getting to know each other. It's like first interview, but how's this one?
This one was really fun. I honestly was not expecting all that. That place was really nice. It was really fancy. And it did feel like self-care. Like it literally felt exactly what we're trying to incorporate here, a self-care day. It felt nice to just relax, decompress a little bit.
Especially because you had a long day yesterday.
I did. Yeah.
You got back pretty late, so I'm pretty sure like kind of like being able to be like, all right, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, and she even like hit certain points too, because I was in heels all day yesterday.
There it is.
So it felt great, especially after a long working day.
Absolutely. I'm glad we were able to come out and do this. We do need to test a couple things, man, because we got to test that sensitivity again. But we're gonna hold off from here. We'll test that on the other side. Anything you want to say to everybody, especially after watching your first video that came out, and if you guys haven't watched it yet, please go and watch that. Make sure that we're liking and subscribing to the videos. But anything you want to say to everybody?
Don't feel shameful if you like feet or if you're into feet. It's nothing to be ashamed about. And I kind of felt like sometimes people feel nervous about, opening up or about feet, like especially for men. I feel like if they have a foot fetish and they want to let whatever girl they're dating know that they have a foot fetish, and if the girl thinks it's weird, explain the process to them, acknowledge them, teach them about how how sensation is really connected with your feet and the rest of the body and where that sensation comes from. I think that would help other women feel more open-minded and acceptable to, the whole foot fetish thing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I'm pretty sure this won't be the last we'll see of you. I'm pretty sure you'll be back. All right. Want to say bye to everybody?
Bye.